I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday the 23rd. Potential for a major severe weather outbreak across Alabama tomorrow and areas west of the state today. A lot to discuss, so let's get right to it. And as we always do, let's begin with Skycam shots just to see where we stand right now. And obviously, it's a calm, clear morning. We'll start with the view coming from Birmingham. That's the view there from the Daniel Building, looking north. Clear with temperatures mostly in the 50s. Up in Walker County, you look at downtown Jasper. Things are nice and quiet there. And the lights of the city of Gadsden, coming from the Skycam in Etowah County. Well, here we go. Late April. Got a storm like that coming out of the southwest. You know there's trouble coming. And it seems like all of the parameters are coming together for a big severe weather event across the south for the next couple of days. Look at the watch warning map. Already the folks up in Memphis have put a flash flood watch up for their county warning area, which is West Tennessee, North Mississippi, and parts of eastern Arkansas. Wind advisories out there for parts of West Texas. But, of course, our main focus is the convective outlooks. Here we go. Today, got a moderate risk of severe weather this afternoon and tonight through parts of East Texas, North Louisiana, much of Arkansas, in the Delta region of Mississippi. Some of the cities involved in that include Jackson, Monroe, El Dorado, Little Rock, Tyler, and Longview. And the standard risk, the slight risk, runs all the way from the Gulf Coast up into the Plain States. That does include the far western part of Alabama for maybe any storms that creep in late tonight after midnight. But no doubt the most serious weather today and tonight will be west of here. And tomorrow, there's your moderate risk. That is the enhanced risk, and that includes a large chunk of Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee. Birmingham is in that, Anniston, Gadsden, Tuscaloosa. The standard risk, the slight risk, runs all the way from the Gulf Coast up to Des Moines, Iowa. So you can clearly see that's very problematic. Look at the probabilities, and that 45% hatched area is pretty amazing. That means there's basically a 50% chance of severe weather within 25 miles of your house tomorrow. And that's very significant. And again, there's a chance this could be an upgrade to a high risk. You know, mesoscale features really determine the ultimate severity of an event like this, and you don't really know those until the thing gets going, but for now it's a moderate risk. And then on day 3, which is Sunday, there is a standard slight risk east of the state, running from near Orlando and Jacksonville and Tallahassee up to almost Baltimore and Washington. And don't forget, the rain's going to be big with this thing. Look at the rain axis on the QPF chart. 3 to 5 inches from near Jackson to Nashville. The bullseye is around Tupelo, Mississippi with 4.2 inches. And this is suggesting some folks up in northwest Alabama could see 3.5 inches. The Birmingham Metro about 2 inches, with the amounts closer to 1 inch down across South Alabama. Let's take a look at the GFS. This is the OZ-RON. This is the Global Forecast System. This is a computer model for those of you new to this. The main American global model, and this is the projected weather at about 18,000 feet off the ground at 1 o'clock today. Big storm out west. We've got ridging here, so it's going to be a nice day, a warm day. We'll be up in the low and mid-80s, warm and breezy. There's the surface low, 992 millibars on the eastern plains of Colorado. And again, that's a classic severe weather look. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the trough is progressive. The flow aloft is very diffluent, and that tends to add to the lift in the atmosphere. We'll go down below. The surface low is near 1,000 millibars, a little northwest of Memphis. And again, that is a very favorable setup for a severe weather outbreak here. And I think the main window is going to be noon to midnight. You know, we keep adjusting this as we see the data. And unfortunately, it looks like we'll probably begin to see some supercells that are cellular during the afternoon hours. Maybe a morning severe storm in West Alabama, but the main window is going to be noon to midnight. Let me just say, I do think that the rain begins pretty early in the day. For those people that are trying to plan events, it is just, most of them have been canceled or postponed. But it's going to be hard to get anything in tomorrow, including the Saturday race at Talladega, the Aaron's 312. We'll go to Saturday night at midnight. The surface low is sub 1,000 millibars near Indianapolis. And at that point, a squall line should be coming through. And Sunday, everything's gone. And for the big race at Talladega, the Aaron's 499. The weather should be fine. Let's look at an animation product here. This is the RPM. This is the high-resolution model. Give you an idea of what it shows. And again, there's the action later today and tonight. And then tomorrow, you can see the storms increasing here. Any of those could be severe. Here comes a squall line tomorrow night. That could produce damaging straight-line winds. And then the whole thing winds down by about 2, 3 o'clock Sunday morning. And this is suggesting that Sunday will be dry. Look at some of the severe weather parameters. This is the surface-based CAPE, valid at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And if there's any one limiting factor, this is it. The higher CAPEs are west of the state. It looks like we will have clouds and rain much of the day tomorrow, limiting the amount of instability. Surface-based CAPEs are in the 500 to 1,000 joule range. The bigger numbers back off to the west. But we all know, us long-timers, the old geezers, that you can have a major severe weather outbreak with limited instability. We know that. With dynamics like that. Look at the helicity values. This is the 0 to 1 kilometer. This is the veering of the wind with altitude that can set the updrafts into rotation. Very high values. The significant tornado parameter, STP, this is valid at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Numbers are still very high. Across Alabama and Mississippi, that's very significant. And the supercell composite index, the same thing. So the bottom line is the chance of a major severe weather outbreak, noon to midnight. There could be a few long-track tornadoes involved. We'll have to watch those cellular supercells that form out ahead of the main line. And needless to say, be close to a good source of weather information. Monday, the whole thing is out of here. Lingering moisture to the north. And Tuesday, look at the GFS going to bring a strong vortmax through here. And now it wants to squeeze out some light rain or a few showers. No big deal. But if this keeps up, we might want to mention that, just a chance of a shower on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, that's gone. That looks like a sunny and very pleasant day. Thursday of next week looks dry. Look at the next big low. This one, though, passing way north. A ridge will shunt that one north of us. And then Friday, a week from today, see the warm ridge over us, and the big trough is hanging back over Southern California. And that should keep us dry through the end of next week with the main action to the north and west. And then on May 1st, which is Saturday, the model wants to bring in rain here. This would not be a big severe weather outbreak, just kind of muggy with summer-like showers and storms. And the same thing on the following day, Tuesday, May 2nd. Not the all-day washout kind of thing, but just a few showers and possibly a storm around. Into the forecast on May 8th, zonal flow, and that looks relatively calm. But, of course, we all know that's out there in voodoo country. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. That's ABC 3340 News in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.